Hey everybody, it's Corey, the head of marketing at Productive Flourishing, and I'm back with another sneak preview of the Momentum app. I am super excited about this one because today we're going to show you what it's like to add projects to the app before we get into some of the more detailed stuff later on. So obviously this is a design preview. Not everything works just yet, so there might be some weird hiccups, but I'm excited to show you kind of what we're building as we go along. First of all, looking at the screen here, I'm going to go full screen just to make it a little less confusing. So first things first is when you load the Momentum app, it's going to ask you to confirm your projects for the month. So first things first, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll pop over to the right screen here. Here we go, empty state. So here's our projects for the month. So when you start a new month, it's going to say, okay, here's the projects that you have scheduled for this month. Do you want to go ahead and confirm that these are the projects that you're working on in this time period? So it's the week of October 31st to November 6th. So we hit confirm, and we get the little party explosion that says, yay, all right, those are the confirmed projects for that week. So now I'm going to take these projects and break them down into project chunks, which would be familiar to any of you who are already using Momentum Planner. So first things first, we'll go to add a project. And you'll see over here on the left, if I want to add a project there, it shows me a blank line. I type something there, and then I hit save. And there we go. I've added another project for this week. I can undo that if I want. So I undid it. I retyped the project, hit save, and the project was added. That's relatively simple. Now, obviously, I need to take this project and break it down into the pieces that I'm going to break it down into to work on it each day this week. So over here on the right, we go to add a project chunk, type in there what the project chunk is. So this is an example of a project chunk. I go ahead and hit save. And once I've hit save, it adds that, and then I can undo that if I want. So you'll notice over here on the right, where I've just added this project chunk, there's a link icon, which means that this project chunk is linked to a specific project. And you can see that it's linked to Momentum App TBD, which over here on the left is one of my main projects for the week, Momentum App TBD. So you can see just from that link that the tasks I have set up for these days are linked directly to projects that I have in progress for the month of October into November. So that's fun there. We're showing you the way that your projects break down in all the different time slices. All right, next thing that I want to show you is prioritizing, archiving, and deferring a project. So let's say that I know that one particular project is the most important of all my projects, and I want to visually remind myself to do that. So the way that I would do that here is I would go ahead and hit these little dots, and then I would say prioritize this project, and then it moves it to the top of my list with a little star. And then it reminds me every time I load this screen that project is the most important project that I need to be paying attention to this week. If I undo that, and I can archive a project. So let's say that a particular project was just, I realized, you know what, I'm not going to finish it, or it's not important anymore, so we're just going to archive that project. Instead of deleting it, it goes into the archive tray, which we'll show you in a future preview. And the archive tray allows you, when you're doing your planning for the future, to go back and grab projects that are in the archive tray and bring those back. So let's say you've completed a whole bunch of different tasks on a project that then gets archived. You can bring that back, and it shows you all the pieces of the project that you've already done. But in the meanwhile, it's hidden from view, and you don't have to worry about it. So that's pretty fun. We're going to unarchive that piece. And then the last thing is, instead of archiving a project, I can say, you know what? This project's not going to get done this week. It's not going to get worked on this week. So I'm going to go ahead and just send it to the next week. So I only have 4 projects to work on this week. Right. The next piece is adding scheduled events to your Momentum Planner. So we'll go down here. So down here at the bottom of my scheduled events, I click Add a Scheduled Event. So I type in, and this return to top won't happen in the actual app, but I write in, okay, I have this event with Crit and Productive Flourishing. It's a bi-weekly meeting on Tuesday for 2 hours, and it shows you which project, allows you to connect which project it's connected to. So I start typing, and it automatically shows me all of the projects that begin with those letters. So I start typing, and it shows me Momentum App TBD, and I say, okay, yeah, that is connected to that particular project. So I go ahead and select that, hit save, and that event has been added to my Momentum Planner for the week. All right, so that's the preview for this week. If you have any questions or any thoughts, please feel free to drop a comment. I also added a link to our crowdfunding campaign in the post information. So if you click that link, it'll take you over to the crowdfunding campaign page, and you can follow the crowdfunding campaign and find out when we go live on January 4th and learn more about the rewards that we're offering for our backers starting on January 4th. Thanks so much, everybody. And if you are excited about this, please tell your friends. We're looking for as much support as we can get starting in January. Thanks, everybody.